Good morning. It's currently very early in the morning. I'm here with the dogs. I got my cheeky coffee with me. Um, Today is gonna be a pretty. You gotta chill, relax. What are you doing? Stop it. Today's gonna be a busy day. A good friend of mine, his name is Albert. He's visiting from Georgia. So we're gonna go for a hike today at Zion National Park. Before we do so, we're gonna hit up the gym for a quick chest and try workout. Ideally, make it back before the sun goes down. So we'll see how it goes. Hopefully, the dogs will go do their businesses, and then we can get this day started. Good morning. Currently in Zion National Park. We're doing the Watchman Trail right now.
Watchman Trail.
Getting some exercise in. This guy was talking some mad smack about this being a bitch trail, is what he call it. But his foot is hurting, so we'll see.
It's okay. He won't be talking anything after we come back and I carry him down the trail.
There's a mission that we have going on as part of this hike. We're gonna get some good photos for Albert. Since my boy needs some help with his dating profile. And an introductory video. So at the end of this video, y'all might see some of the pictures we took. Let me know if my boy is out of luck.
Tim's too slow, so he's in the back.
Albert's a bitch. Oh, we did it! Easy. Oh, that was fun.
That was actually pretty fun.
Yeah.
Damn. Oh, next stop, we gotta go down there.
What's down there?
Hey guys, so today is December 30th, 2025, meaning that we have about 2 days left to the year. I'm someone who likes to do goal review, goal setting kind of things. To start, 2025 has been an interesting year. I think the best term to describe my year was humbling. It's funny because the last couple of years, every single year, I say to myself, oh, the next year is going to be the best year of my life. Oh, 2024 is going to be the best year of my life. 2025 is going to be the best year of my life. And I end up getting humbled every single year. It's not just like one of those, life has an interesting way of throwing curveballs at you and, kind of punch you across the face. But also it's kind of part of the maturity, right? Looking back at my 2025, on paper, it's a pretty good year. Right? So the most important thing is that I got engaged to my best friend, the most beautiful and most amazing woman in the world. I got engaged to her on December 5th of 2025, so it happened relatively recently. I also got a new job. I got the title that I've kind of always wanted. And personally, I also got connected with a lot of amazing people, some friends. Albert, who recently visited, I'm sure as you have seen in this vlog, he visited. We got rekindled. Kind of just building up that support system, right? It's a work in progress, but I'm in a much better place than I was in the year prior. But as all these things are coming in, right, I think that's kind of where the humbling comes in, right? To start with the role, right, I was working at a different company. I got transitioned to a company. It's a promotion by title. The scope is completely different, so I'm learning a lot. Which is interesting because now, after getting that title and the comfortable compensation that I got, it's that one of those moments in which I was kind of sitting here at this dining table in the morning. Though I'm grateful, but it just, I thought like, damn, I'm going to keep doing this for another 20 to 25 or 30 years, right? And you're just kind of questioning if that's it, if there's much more to it. So with that said, I think that's kind of what drove me to start my own company, which is also another big win for this year. I started my own little company. It's a supplement brand called Taper. More on that later. The big reason on why I want to start this channel is to kind of just document my journey of building that brand up. Not trying to go crazy here or build a huge following, but more so just something it's a visual diary that can look back, right? So as I am progressing in my life on the surface, I recognize that I have not really put in enough time to look internally, to really understand how I operate as a person and all the little things and little nuances that I need to improve on, right? And in a way, these are also things that I kind of know, but I've just really been putting off on adjusting and improving, right? So a big thing is I think it's ego at play, right? So it's the failure to recognize your own mistakes and kind of just putting them off and not adjusting them, right? It kind of takes us to 2026 and how I envision my 2026 to be, right? So when I do these goal setting exercises, I like to start with kind of like the fundamental value, right? What is the one thing that kind of encompasses everything, right? And for me, that is my religion, my faith, which is God. So I'm staying really close to the Bible verse, John 16:33. So Jesus saying to the world and the people essentially, hey, in this world you will have troubles, but take heart, for I have overcome the world. It's not just a reminder that you will have hardship and Jesus is there with you, but also at the same time, it's recognizing that the things that you have in this world isn't an end goal, right? So there's something I'm keeping dear to heart this year. I have that in my tracker, the goal tracker that I've set up. Also at the same time, kind of just something that whenever I build these goals on, that is something that I want to make sure I recognize, right? So that brings us to the second layer, which is like the values I'm trying to develop as a man this year. 3 things. The acronym DPS is what I'm going after: discipline, presence, and stewardship. Why discipline? Is because the discipline is kind of measured by your willingness and your ability to do something, even when your heart is telling you not to or your body is telling you not to, right? When you don't have the emotion, you don't feel like doing it, but you know that's the right thing, and you might not see results in the short term, but it's something that you need to do for your long-term goal, right? I want to make sure I'm flexing that muscle a little bit and work on that muscle. So number 2 is presence. So it's a very fundamental rule of how I want to better my relationship with, the people that I love, right? So I want to be physically with them as well as emotionally and in a way for spiritually, right? So how I define presence is essentially I choose connection over self-protection. So that kind of goes with the behavioral patterns I was talking about, right? Curbing my ego, really try to be connected with the people that I'm with. Initiate when it's uncomfortable, right? Stay instead of escaping, validate before explaining, don't withdraw because it's hard. And finally, stewardship. Stewardship is an interesting one. It's kind of like a new word in my vocabulary, right? So it's not like I don't know the term, but it's not something I use a lot, right? So what does stewardship mean, right? So to me, it's kind of defined that you have a lot of things in life, right? I am a dog dad, right? I am a worker, a professional at the company that I work for, right? I am a child of God. I am a fiance. I am a partner. I'm a son. I'm a brother. All these different identities that you have, right? So you are, in a way, you are not responsible for everything to be executed to the perfect level, but in a way you are entrusted with them. You are given this relationship, the other party is trusting you to maintain that relationship, so I have to be able and willing to approach these relationships and nurture these relationships with humility. So that's essentially like the second level, right? So these are broken down to 5 pillars, and these 5 pillars have their own goals, 1 or 2 goals each. I won't get into all the details and bore you guys with it. And I'm trying to achieve these goals through the GPS system, right? That's goal, plan, and system, right? Systems are the things that you do on a daily, weekly, monthly level, which will build your system. That system will feed you to your goal, right? So it's not just like, I'm trying to bench 315 pounds in 2 weeks, right? It's like, okay, how many workouts per week you're trying to do? What is the progressive overload you're trying to do? How are you going to govern your sleep and your nutrients? And how is that going to progress through the year, right? So that's a system that feeds the plan, the plan feeds the goal. So I'm just going to talk about the 5 pillars I'm mostly focusing on for this year. So pillar 1 is going to be the most important one. So that's going to go in descending order of priority. Number 1 is my relationship with my fiance, right? She has done a lot for the family, for myself, truthfully, I think I can offer a lot more. I haven't been the best person that I have been, so that's going to be number 1 that I'm going to focus on, which is my relationship with the person I love the most, which is my fiance. So the second pillar will be my health, right? That goes with both physical and mental health. So physical, essentially, I'm setting some fitness goals that I have for myself in terms of strength, as well as body composition, body fat, weight, and things like that. So third pillar is my personal company, Taper. Once again, more on that later. I think in the future I might actually make a video about it, just introduce the product catalog, and you guys will see a lot more of the process of what I do with the company. So essentially, I'm the owner of the company, so I've set a little goal for myself on how I want to achieve the revenue target we have for the year. And at the same time, what I need to do on the granular level, on the weekly and daily cadence to get to where we need to be. Pillar number 4 is my growth. Growth can encompass anything that's not just mental and physical health, but more so overarching as character, right? Kind of weird because growth is essentially what we're trying to do for these goal setting, but goal setting for me is to really nail down on what the specific thing we're trying to do. But growth for me is that how am I recognizing some of the flaws that I have been consistently performing and some of the thought process and the patterns I'm addressing that's been impacting my relationship, and how am I adjusting those specifically, right? So won't get into the detail here, but there's just essentially addressing my kind of the behavioral patterns that I think I need to nip and adjust and improve, which I think will make me a much better person for anywhere from platonic to romantic relationship with all the others, right? So that's pillar number 4. And finally, the last pillar is my community. As I'm going through, I've seen a lot of growth over the last 2 and 3 years, right? I think there is a metaphor that people use, like your life is kind of like a train, like you're going from stop to stop, you're going from like point A to point B, right? Some people, aka your friends, will hop in the train. Some people will ride with you all the way to the end. Some people get off and get on and things like that, right? Pretty cool. I think what I'm trying to say here is that I am trying to be better every single day, right? So some friends and I, we don't really share the same values. Some I do, right? Like that. But I want to identify a core group of friends. And this core group of friends is the people that you trust completely, that you share the same value, the same vision. All you want is for each other to be better. So you guys all uphold the same high standards for each other and trying to make each other push push each other to be better. So I'm trying to identify what that circle looks like. So yeah, so essentially, thanks for watching. It's been a fun ride. It's actually kind of fun editing this video as I was at work. I'm really excited for what this new year has to unfold, and even more excited for the next year to look back at this video, to look at my energy and my goals and how that changed, or if I achieve any of them. Right? So once again, thanks for watching, and I'll see y'all in the next one.